Today, me and a friend are setting off in Valheim's most immersive mod pack. From new and special exploration, tools, and gear, to hundreds of prefab structures and a ton of building mods that will allow us to explore and build whatever we want. This is Modded Season 6, and it is about to be insane. Before we get started, I am currently trying to reach 25,000 subscribers, and if you guys could help me get there, that would mean a lot to me, and thank you guys so much for watching. Also, for this server, there will be no portals and no maps, though there is modded other stuff that makes that mean something a little bit different than normal. All mods will be linked in the description, as well as if you want the same exact mod pack that we are playing, all you gotta do is ask for the code, and I will drop the most recent one in the comments. While I get started and do some of the basics, which you guys have seen a million times, let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that's new about this series and a couple things that are important to me. Number one, Jake's channel is in the top of my description. He just started it. He wants to start making Valheim content and as well as a bunch of other survival games, and he has his own POV and narration that goes along with his video, as well as he wants to edit differently. He wants to do stuff differently than I am. So go check that out if you guys want to check it out. Go support him. He's supported me from the beginning. He's been in a bunch of modded series, and he's even helped me on different channels before this one existed. So go check him out, go give him some feedback, go help him make better videos, and he will be here for the entire series. On top of that, we had some technical difficulties that we'll get into here in a little bit, but I have also set it up so that I can see Jake's POVs. So during really important moments or during really cool like builds and stuff, I can show off both of our points of view, which is something that I've never been able to do for a video before. We tested it during 7 Days to Die, and we got it dialed in, so it should be good for the entire video. So if you guys see stuff flashing back and forth, you will see that that is Jake's point of view, which is something that is just, I don't know, it's awesome to me that we have that. So we're gonna get started. Right off the bat, we found a bunch of boar, and we were just trying to get as much stuff tamed, as much stuff built as possible, and we weren't really focused on the mods. At first, we were just doing like building, getting some like direction stuff set up so we knew which direction we were in since we have no map, and finding a decent base spot to start in. However, considering that Jake found a 2-star boar right off the start and we had a decent place to trap it, let's start with that.
How you break with the hammer again?
I think middle mouse heavy attack, yeah. Here.
Alright, I trapped him.
Oh, did you? Nice!
Yeah, he's in the hole.
Right, let's kill the other one.
Kill this one.
Dude, that was big brain.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'm just gonna like...
Yeah, he's in there now.
Repair the top of this. Alright. He's taming.
What'd you give him, berries?
Berries, yeah. We gotta get away from him though, so he's not aggroed.
Okay.
It's a good start, dude. 2-star boar is crazy start. Though, you can't ever really get them to follow you, so we're gonna have to make, like, a corral and, like, scare him back to our base with a torch. Jake, you see the island out there?
Close enough, we could probably just keep him there for now.
Jake, wait, look out in the water. You see the island?
Yeah.
Dude.
That might be a sick
That
base.
might be a really cool base spot.
How much flint you need? 10?
I need a whole bunch. We'll just keep grabbing it. Ow! God, the oak tree hurts. To be fair, the oak tree is a lot easier to roll.
Is it?
Yeah. Got 1/2 of my fine wood tree broken. These oak logs are monsters. I'm breaking like 5. Oh, I got the oak log broken. Damn, that was quick. Oh, I got the other one broken. Dude, that was so fast. They gave me 26 pine wood. At this point, we had a little starter base. About ready for Eikthyr. We were working on the core wood for some fine wood bows just so we could take it easily, take it slow. And Jake was kind of struggling a little bit. He had died a few times, but the idea was to get him back used to Valheim because he hadn't played in months and months and months. Get him used to the new mods that were coming in, and just try and get both of us in the mood for this mod pack. This mod pack is going to be slow, there's going to be a lot of building, and there's going to be a lot of time taken to explore and stuff like that. So I made my way into the Black Forest. Jake made his way out to just get some more resources from the meadows, and we built a small base, and we had that island in sight for a bigger base, which would later become something absolutely amazing. God damn, that bear is...
Oh my god, dude.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Freaking great orbs. Oh, I just jumped his attack somehow.
If you pull out a torch, he can't really hit you.
We're taming this thing.
This is like arc taming. Beating the fuck out of it.
Just makes the queen fight so much easier. I'm stuck in him. Alright, let's go get this bear. Here, you want some?
I'm good. Keep it.
Appreciate it. Let's make these fine wood bows and go get Ike. There's some deers down on the left.
And in almost no time of entering the Black Forest, getting some food made up, and getting our fine wood bows, it was time to fight Eikthyr. And honestly, while I normally try and leave as much of boss fights in as I can, seeing as there was almost no modded part of this, and it was a pretty quick and easy fight, there really wasn't much going on. I did use it kind of as an opportunity to get me and Jake both back into just the dodge mechanics of bosses and how you kind of just deal with that throughout the fight. But other than that, there wasn't too much to be said. We got our stuff, we got the normal drops from Eikthyr, and we moved on. Now at this point, one of us, probably me, should have realized that our main mod pack was broken and that it was not going to work at all, at least until we figured out a fix for it. Now, we didn't know it yet, but there had been the Valheim 5-year update, which was cool. It was the update nobody asked for, and it was kind of awesome, but it normally breaks mod packs when games update games, and that kind of broke, like, it just, I don't know, it always just kind of breaks the game when that happens. And even if it doesn't break all the mod packs, it can break the cores of the mod packs, like the things that every mod runs on, making all of them useless. Now that's not quite what happened here, which is why we didn't notice it, because most of our other stuff was working, but we should have gotten magic items from Eikthyr, and we should have been getting magic items this entire time from the main set of the mod pack, which we didn't know. So if you guys see that and wonder why when you see the mod list in the description why some of that stuff isn't happening, don't worry, we'll figure it out soon. There will be modded, fully modded stuff by the end of the episode, but for now we're going to work on colonizing the entire island over there, getting some boars tamed up. We have the 2-star that's already taming, but getting a mate for it and getting the boar to a base. And then also, all of our building mods are still working, so we're going to start building the base, because if we can't do anything else, again, we'll realize that later, we're just going to build until we can, and it was not that long before we got it fixed. What's up, Boris? Yeah, 2-star boar, baby!
Yeah. The highest is 3-star, right?
No, 2-star.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a max level board. That's a 1 in 100 chance that they spawn as a 2-star. That's like when you said, oh, I found 2-star, I'm like, oh my god. I don't even have one of those in my hardest settings. Serious, I have a 1-star.
That's crazy.
I haven't even seen one. And the hardest, like the very hard setting makes them spawn higher level, so that's wild that you found that
sick.
shit. I'm gonna cover the hole completely so nothing kills him.
Yeah.
Because stuff is already trying. Hey.
Oh my god! Yeah, I probably shouldn't go in that one right now.
Hey, let them simmer for a minute.
Skeletons at the door.
Ghost is cool. See the new Ghost, like, model?
Mm-hmm.
Greeny boy.
Oh, dude, this could screw me.
It's nighttime, and I don't know if you noticed the clock in the top right. It's nighttime at 1800.
Okay.
Now, as you guys can see, to make things a little bit easier to get to the island, and also to facilitate me getting there in the first place, as well as it would look cool in the future, I started building a giant bridge to the island that we're going to be building on. We also were going to need this to get the boar across the island if we ever wanted to get, you know, the boar breeding over there, which I didn't know how hard that was going to be, but we'll get to that later. Something I want to make sure I mention so that way you guys don't get confused. Obviously, Jake's POV is labeled in the top of the screen whenever I switch to his point of view, but it will keep my audio, and it's slightly lower quality because it's a Discord stream. But you guys will hear my audio while you're seeing his screen. I will try not to keep his screen on screen very long, but sometimes it could be a little bit confusing if you hear me mining while he's in a dungeon and I'm showing what's happening with him. So keep that in mind. We're gonna build this bridge out and then we'll start building on the island. But I can't really build on the island until I build this bridge because I have no way of getting over there. And while I'm doing this, Jake is over trying to get cores. So the idea is once I can walk across to the island, we'll set up a smelting area over there and we can start on our journey towards the modded stuff as well as just our basic progression stuff into the bronze tier. Honestly, ideally we build a bridge to both sides so we can go to the Black Forest too.
Yeah. I was also trying to get Pike Stone.
I'm getting hella stone right now.
Or, not Ike Stone. What's the next boss?
Elder? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to know where one of those stones is at so we know which direction to start in. Or I guess, yeah. I keep forgetting about the cartography table.
We need 4 cores.
10.
10 for 1.
5 for 1. While I was building the bridge, Jake got completely lost inside of a couple dungeons. He was just really going at it. You guys will see in the first couple biomes, he's just so eager to get through progression that sometimes this slows him down a little bit more than helps him. And in this scenario, I was still over here building the bridge. He ran across the river and into a new black forest that I had only explored a little bit. And he was doing all sorts of dungeons, getting cores, getting metal, trying to get troll hide for his troll set, killing bears. He was doing a lot of really good stuff, a lot of great stuff for progression. But he died at nighttime, his bed got broken, and he was sent all the way back to the altar with not really a good idea of where he was at. Luckily for me, I had been watching his screen the entire time, so I had a decent idea of where he probably was, but I was going to have to go back and help him. But on top of that, he just has not played that much no map, definitely not as much as me, and his navigational skills are just going to have to build throughout this series and plenty of other ones. So we headed back into the Black Forest to look for his stuff. I lost him pretty quickly. However, I found a troll cave that had a troll outside and a troll inside, which was going to allow me to start getting stuff from my troll armor as well. And since I completely lost him, I was at a new set of dungeons that I hadn't seen before. And he had his stuff back after a little bit of time in the Black Forest, so I mean, why not just stay over there and get as many of them as I could as well. But after we got back from our journey, Jake had to take a break, and I started planning how I was going to build a base while he was gone. Nothing crazy, but just something small, maybe build up the bridge or do something while he was gone, so we'd have something cool to come back to. Okay. Jake said he's going to be gone for an hour. So I think I'm going to try and build a sick base while he's gone. Not like a full base because I want him to have input and stuff like that, but a good little starter base that we can do on our island. Maybe a little farm and stuff. And just get everything set up for when he comes back. He's already had a little bit of trouble, as you guys saw, getting lost and finding his direction, but he did come back with cores, more than I did, so I will take that. I've got troll hide. I think I may try and get him some more bear hide for him to have an armor set. And then the goal, if we get all that done, he should be back by then. But if he's not, I'm going to try and maybe start to get the forge set up and maybe a farm and all that. But we'll try and get the forge set up. We'll try and get a farm set up. We'll try and get a bunch of different things set up. So, I mean, anything like that is going to be... It's just going to be good progress. I just want to start the modded stuff as soon as possible. This happened, like last time I played this mod pack, the mods take a good second to kick in before it starts to feel like non-vanilla Valheim, where a lot of mod packs are just like, right off rip, it's just everything is trying to kill you. So it's not as crazy, but that does mean that I don't know, I'm just a little anxious to get there. So what I want to do is build, can I raise this a little bit? I don't think so. I want to build this perfectly to where we can build a bridge back across attached to the base, but I want to make sure this is facing the right way. I think this is good. Okay. Put this on the very peak, right there. These giant building pieces are amazing every single time I get to play with them. Look at that. We're going to have a big base so fast. But he's going to get food, so I should have a decent amount of time to build this up. Hopefully he gives me like 30 minutes to build this. I think he thinks I'm just going to take a little break with him, but if I can get a nice little setup, pretty sure he'll be happy when he gets back. Is the plan. But for right now, still not too much modded stuff you guys are going to see. Mostly just, I mean, like, these floors are obviously modded, but it's also modded stuff you guys have seen before. But some of the stuff is going to be very soon modded stuff that you may have seen it before, but not on this channel. So it'll be new, completely new mods once we start to get to the actual progression and how the magic works and how everything else works. Unfortunately for me, Jake was not gone nearly as long as I was planning for him to be. The idea that formed in my head as I was building the base was to make the entire bridge all the way back and maybe even build walls and stuff on it, and then we could bring the boar back across it and it could be this big beautiful thing and he would log back in and just see it. But then also the main section of the base would be yet to be built, so he could have input and build stuff and help me and have stuff for his video and all of that. But we'd have a nice cool bridge to start with. Unfortunately, he was only gone for like 10 minutes, maybe 20, and that resulted in me only getting a very small portion of the bridge done. Luckily for me though, he went to pick up food, so he was just sitting in the party talking for a little bit, not getting back on Valheim yet. But that meant that I was just going to have to try and carry out my plan as good as I could, and then we were both going to be taking a little break before we went on with building the entire base for the day. That being said, the goal for this bridge is to build it 2 wide all the way down, for the exact thing that I just mentioned. The boards that are down there and stuff, and anything else if we want carts, if we want to go to the Black Forest, if we want to bring carts for wood, anything like that at all. This will just make it so much easier to get back and forth rather than having that tiny little thin path, and it looks sick. I can't imagine doing like a higher render distance mod when this entire base is done, which trust me, we'll need it by the end of this episode, to get the entire base encompassed in a picture. It would just be absolutely insane. But this is the first piece to a very big epic build, and this is the first very big epic build to be on the server of a lot of them. We have a lot of really crazy stuff planned, and this is just the beginning. But small details like this that are actually quite physically large are things that just add a lot of life to the world and are actually going to be really useful in like actual utility to our base. So I'm going to get as much of this built as I can. Like I said, we're going to take a little break after this, and then when we come back, the goal is to build up the base, get a smelting area, and start to progress into the Black Forest without Jake just constantly dying. We're going to actually try and build our armor up and stuff and slow him down a little bit, speed me up a little bit, and kind of meet in the middle somewhere. When Jake decided he was finally going to get back on, I decided that I was going to do something just a little funny and maybe just a little bit mean. I was going to dig a hole right outside the base and just try and like hit him into it or see if he would fall into it as soon as he logged back on. And I didn't know it, but he had his controller plugged in from playing a different game, which was going to make it even easier for me to possibly do this. But this does bring up a really good point. We have a mod that was suggested to me when I tried to build the bridge to the Ashlands in my permadeath series, and it is called like, I think it's like no height map or something like that. Pretty much it gets rid of the limits that you can dig and raise and lower the ground in Valheim. You can do it as far as you want, and it makes it really nice for builds. You could literally level the entire map if you wanted to. You could level the entire map to below water level. You could raise the entire map if you had the stone for it. You could do whatever you wanted. So that is a really cool mod. That's one that we may see in some of the vanilla series, like none of the serious challenge ones, but maybe in a few of the cooler like creative building ones we may see some of that stuff come in, because I mean it's just such a cool concept. I don't know why Valheim has like the 2 things that I wish you could do in Valheim was dig infinitely on both raising the ground up and putting the ground down. Maybe they come up with some sort of support system, but I wouldn't mind that at all. And also I think it would be really cool if you could somehow dig tunnels in Valheim, dig underground to get under the ground a little bit, use each ground as its own piece. Again, that would probably require a support system, but it would be really, really cool to see. So that is, I mean, this mod kind of gives us half of that, but that also means that I could dig a stupidly deep hole outside of our main base while Jake was logging back on.
Oh my god, I'm playing on my controller.
What? Really?
I just jumped over that with my controller. What the fuck is this? So guys, my teammate is trying to trap kill me. Oh shit! My teammate did trap kill me. Damn, you already got troll hide?
Yeah, I killed. Remember, I killed 2.
So what's your plan on getting out of here?
I don't know. I kind of want to see how far you can dig, but I kind of forgot it was like infinite. Carter did this really funny thing on one of our servers where he made a portal that anybody, like he acted like he accidentally made a public portal to his base, and then he made a giant fucking hole. People would come in and they'd fall into the hole.
How are we supposed to get into the base?
Oh, we're about to have a new. Jake, come across the bridge.
All right, let me dump all this bullshit off. I hate how shit's not. God damn it, Alex.
Oh, dear mate. I'm getting it off so it doesn't burn. I'm getting it off so it doesn't burn.
I can't get out.
There. Alright, I'm done dropping you in the hole.
That's sick. That's the start of our dock.
How did I miss that?
Dude, that's actually sick.
That's actually huge.
It is huge.
Hey guys, so I did some offline building, and no, that's a crazy pre-spawn structure though. You're gonna make it?
Hopefully. Dude, this is actually a pre-built dock already. That's you can't get up.
Crazy. You can't get up. Dude, we can break that mead barrel though.
Yeah, we're breaking. What? It's a trader. Hallgrim?
Wait, what?
Wooden shipments?
To sum up what we had found, because it took us quite a while to figure it out, and we're still figuring it out at the time of voicing this over, this is pretty much a trader from one of the mod packs that is added to help you ship stuff around the map, and also, like, I think you can teleport from it and stuff, but we haven't used it a ton yet. From what I can tell, though, this is added from more world locations, which is a really sick mod pack that I've had in a couple of my series now, and it's, I don't know, it's just a really cool concept, and I always talked about that mod pack making it feel, or that mod specifically making the world feel like it's more alive, but with stuff like traders and teleportation, if you have no map and no portals, and you add that cartography map table mod with this mod, you still get the access to everything, but it's just a little less planned, it's a little more organic, and it's just a little, I don't know, it does make the world feel a little bit more alive. It's very cool. That being said, like I said, it's still a long time before we use this, and at the time of voicing this over, I still have not seen us use it really very much, but even just having it over here is really, really cool. The only thing I wish I could say is we later found out that there is a force field around it that you can't build in, which kind of sucks a little bit. I get why, if maybe it has to do something with world generation or the traders themselves, but I think it'd be really cool if you could demo this whole building and build the trader into part of your base. That being said, though, we're just going to work on progression for a little bit. Jake got to see the bridge and the base, and we have a couple other things that we want to do, but mainly we want to get some troll hide. We want to check out some of the new stuff in this black forest over here and start to get a little bit of metal going, since Jake got the cores earlier for a smelter. While Jake was getting the first bits of copper and his own troll hide set, as well as a little bit for me, I was trying to get the 2-star boar back to base, which was way more of a task than I ever would have thought possible. On top of that, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I had lured a no-star boar all the way back to the base before taming it this time, to get it set up as a breed pair with this one whenever we got this one back. Unfortunately, because we didn't have a harpoon, my goal was just to push it out of the hole onto the bridge where I would hope it just wouldn't run off and just kind of push it back to base. But I was going to have to like make an entire fence corral, and I spent a lot of time doing that. In total, it probably took me like 30 minutes to get this entire thing set up and to get the boar even moving, try and make it safe or anything like that. And then I spent another hour trying to move the boar out of this base, or this little hole that we dropped it into, trying to push it upstairs, trying to do anything I could. Me and Jake literally spent 10 minutes with it in a single corner just trying to pull it out. And it was just one of the most insanely difficult boar I have ever added, so this is my one plea to the Valheim devs, for a while at least. Please, give the animals a follow command of some kind like the wolves do. You already have it in the game, just add it to the other animals, please. That being said, though, we did eventually get the boar out of the pen, but that did not mean it was the end of our troubles with this thing. But it was a 2-star boar, and what else are we to try and do other than get it back to base?
Go, boars, go!
Go!
No, no, no!
He outsmarted us. Take him a hole. Just wait, just break it back up. Just hold on.
You need to patch that over there.
Okay, it's patched. Open it back up.
He's going, go, boys, go! Go, little buddy.
To the island.
He wants to do it. He doesn't want to go across.
He's scared of the water. No, where are you going? Get back here, son.
No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, Boris.
Okay, we got him out of the hole.
It's not happening.
Let's do this one piece at a time.
Back in there. No. You turn your happy ass around.
Go. I'll light your ass on fire again.
Boris.
Boris is breaking our own pen.
Boris. You're not getting up. Are we dead ass? I'm gonna beat your ass. Are we dead ass?
There's tears in my eyes. You stupid fucking neck!
Oh my god!
Damn it. Boris!
Fucking Boris,
you
bro.
Valheim, are you done? And with our amazing early game 2-star boar dead after like an hour and a half of trying to get it out of a pen, it died to a neck that it wouldn't fight back against for some reason. It was just so dead set on not fighting back against it that it died to it. I don't quite get why, but that's okay. So we lost that. We decided that that was probably going to be it for the night. Neither of us were actually upset, but it was getting really late, and that was definitely a good stopping point for us after that. But we had chests set up at the new base, or where the new base was going to be across the bridge. We're going to snap the base to it, get a decent foundation down, and actually start to build it up. It didn't have to be anything crazy, but getting a forge up over there, getting our workbench moved over, and just a couple of chests, our comfort area or our sleeping area. And I was going to focus on that while Jake was worried about getting a bit more troll hide, a bit more copper, and also exploring that entire black forest that was on the other side of the bridge, next to that new trader. The goal for this play session was to build the Forge of Ages. It is from our main set of mod packs, which is really awesome. But this is where some of the mod issues come into play, and it's not the mod creator's fault at all. If anything, they were quite helpful in trying to help me get it fixed. So what I realized was we were sitting there trying to get the recipes, and we just weren't getting any of them. And so I went back to the first time that I had tried this mod pack about a month and a half ago. And in it, I saw that the entire time stuff was supposed to be dropping magic stuff was supposed to be dropping, had like a low drop chance, but a chance to drop like arcane pages, and we should have been getting all these new recipes, and we should have been getting so much stuff that we just weren't getting. And I realized that the mod pack, the main one of the entire series so far, or for the entire, like it's the main idea of why we're here, is broken. It's completely just not working. And I was really confused at why, and so I joined the mod creator's Discord. Again, don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to disrespect that, but got in the mod creator's Discord, helped me out a ton, and was also very polite into welcoming me into his community, as well as they put out a hotfix for it pretty shortly after, shared it on that Discord, and it ended up being just from the Valheim's 5-year anniversary update. Kind of screwed all the mods, but it left us in a weird situation where all we were going to be able to do for a day or two until that came out, because that is future stuff, until that came out, we just decided that we were going to sit and build and get as many resources as we could. We could still build the forge, we could still build the base because all the building mods still worked, we could still build some cool boats and stuff, we could still build a couple of the other modded things. We just couldn't build the main mod sets yet, which, you know, if we got all the resources as soon as it was fixed, we'd be able to do that and go after Elder. But it's going to be a good portion of this play session today, doing as much as we can of building, because the mods did get screwed for a day or two because of Valheim's update. Hold on. He's gonna run around for a second and he'll run back to me. Oh, we got him in the fucking pen. I don't have any food for him, but... raspberries?
Yeah, how many? 5?
Probably the...
I just threw them out.
Probably the whole 9.
Eat your damn raspberries for being a punk.
We gotta unrender him. Okay, I'm just gonna build them outside away from the boars for now, and then we can start smelting that copper. Well, unfortunately, we started the server on the wrong day. It's just how it is. We started the server. We got our built base, like, you know, we got the island out and stuff. And then I realized there was a Valheim update, and there was cool new stuff, and I was making another episode, and that has disabled the mods that the main mod pack that we're playing with. Now, talking to the mod author, which thank you very much for giving me info on what's happening, and for watching the channel. So shout out to him, mod author of the main mod pack. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm not gonna completely dismantle our relationship by trying to. But here's the thing. They're working on a fix. We cannot backdate Valheim because this world was... Oh, our board just tamed. Because this world was made after the update, so we cannot backdate this world at all. So unfortunately, we're just stuck now without that mod pack until it gets fixed. Now, I'm assuming it should be fixed tomorrow or the next day. So, I mean, I don't really know the timeline that they're on, but they said soon, so I'm guessing soon. But what that means for us right now is we can't really work on progression too much. So what we're going to resort to instead is we have a ginormous base to build. And I think we're going to spend a ton of time building the base up, getting a farm built, getting some boats built, doing anything that we can with the other mod packs. But for right now, progression and stuff like that is going to be kind of on a halt, which kind of just sucks. But, you know, it is the thing of playing modded. And we're lucky it didn't mess up our world any more than that, or that the update didn't screw us any more than that. So... you know what? I will take it. But for right now, we got boar. Let's maybe build another one of those. We got boar. We got, let's see, let's get them breeding. Nope. We got a ton of space to build in. We've got an entire base to build. We've got some cool stuff we can do today. It's just gonna be a little different. We were so excited to go use the mining charges, and to go just, if you guys haven't seen them, it's just pretty much a dynamite bomb for copper. But we haven't gotten there yet. We can't get there today, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so how do we want to lay out this base? Like, stuff go where? Think about, like, the 2 bridges and stuff coming in.
I think it should be in this corner by the forges.
What should be?
Or the smelters. The main crafting area.
Okay, so we can raise this part of the ground up and put foundations over this.
You have leather scraps?
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh, I accidentally made 5 bronze helmets. Okay, so I figure what we do is we take this corner, like right here, out to where the bridge will be at, but then we leave this left side open for farm and stuff.
Okay.
And then we can just keep it, like, every time we want more farm, we can just raise the ground up out there.
Yeah. That's fine.
The goal at this point in time became to try and find a style for the base. Now, the one that we really wanted to copy, because we couldn't really alter the style of it, was the trader that was next to us. It was an odd, like, little crosshatch kind of pattern using the X's, but we figured that we could start with that with our walls. But we were also just really starting to theorize what we could possibly build with the insane, like, no limits of raising the ground and stuff like that, and all of the other building mods that we have in this. We could make roads and bridges across the entire ocean if we wanted to. We could build inside of whole mountains. We could build our own mountains wherever we wanted. It just really opens up the entire free world, like, whatever we want to do. It just makes it possible. So we were kind of just theorizing what we're going to do with that. We probably won't use it too much on this base, but we were going to use that type of pattern that's on the trader to make it match with it. And I think the goal here is to build the entire base between the 2 bridges going to each side of the other islands, build a good garden over here, build an entire starter area, a smelting area, pretty much all of the base areas that you need, all of the small areas, but nothing too decorative for right now. We're going to make it look good, but it's not going to be anything to write home about. It's nothing crazy. The goal is just to make something that's functional, so when we go out to build really crazy bases later, we always have a place to come back to. On top of that, a close focus that we were starting to hone in on was the cartography table. While it's not normally that important other than in some multiplayer runs, for this mod pack, while we have no map, you can see the map on the cartography table. It was something that was mentioned to me a lot during my no map series, and I figured it would make it just a little bit more immersive. You have to come back and share the map with each other, and then you can see it on the map, and you can only see it at the table where you have it written down, so you get to keep a record of everywhere that you've gone, and you can even help your teammates based on where you can see them at on the map, but somebody has to be home for somebody to be able to see the map, and otherwise it is very difficult to find any navigation, just like it is in a normal no map run. But we're starting to put the ceilings on this first room. We're going to build the crafting area first and make it look as good as we can, kind of establish the style, and then we'll start moving to the other areas. Honestly, the pattern of copying the trader looked super nice and clean. It was a pattern that I've done a little bit before, but never quite the exact same way, kind of splitting it with core wood beams and using a lot of the basic supplies that you can use without any of the mods, because at this point we also didn't really know which mods were going to continue to work and which ones wouldn't, but we weren't going to let that stop us, and we had pretty much the entire main structure built. Now, how we were going to connect this to the bridge, if there were going to be other pieces, if we were going to do any, like, I don't know, we're going to do some decorative stuff in it, but we could put all of our crafting stations in here, not have them in just little huts, and we could start working on the next stuff. Unfortunately, we had pretty much no conversation during this entire thing. It was very late at night. We're both really bummed about the mod pack, and we were just kind of quiet the entire time. So there wasn't that much banter. That wasn't very much like digging holes or doing anything stupid, but we got a lot of stuff done. And again, this is our foundation for a much longer, crazier series. The last thing I wanted to do was just build a little kind of design inside of this, I don't know, like inside of this archway, and from there I could figure out, like, I don't know, I could have Jake help me figure out what else we wanted to do, because I had done a lot of the building so far, and he hadn't even seen a lot of it, and I felt like he should put some input as well. So he's going to help me build what is going to be the storage area and a couple of other areas coming up soon, as well as build a couple of his own areas. But for right now, this looks sick. We added a little bit of detail. We're going to move the crafting stations in. We are starting to get a decent amount of bronze built up, even without the mining charges, but this is what our base theme is going to base after for probably the entire starter base over here. Oh, all the lights are on.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Dude.
This looks good.
this looks so nice from the inside. It's a beautiful base to start in.
W builder, W teammate.
Thank you, amigo.
Here's his bones.
Some bones. Let's make this.
I think the cartography table's got to go like right here.
4 raspberries, 10 pine wood. Do you have 4 raspberries?
Yeah.
I agree until we have... That's blueberries.
Oh. You said what?
Raspberries.
I don't. I'll go get some.
Okay.
Until we have like a map room.
A map room or like a really big like shipyard area. But I guess we could put a few of them down because they're all going to share info anyways. Come record your discoveries at the table.
There's a bunch.
I read. Oh, I see the elder.
Elder is just
South.
Alright, let's get rid of all these.
Oh, marker visible to other players thing. And the... Yeah, you can see each other. Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, that is sweet. We can guide each other back.
Yeah, that's nice. But if we're both lost together...
Yeah.
Good luck. Dude, wouldn't it be cool if you could get like a, like if one of the bigger, slower ships had a cartography table on it?
Yeah, dude, it'd be fire. Before I start building, I'm gonna try and get max Trollhead.
Okay.
Not max level,
Full
but just like
Trollhead.
full set.
Okay, what do you want to build next?
That's a good question. I feel like we should fully furnish and decorate the first building before we build another building.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we can't fully furnish it because we don't have all the crafting stations yet, but...
Well, yeah, but like, just fully build it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's missing some walls.
Maybe, but it depends. If we build the other ones with walls that are like kind of connected...
Yeah. Don't build too much without me.
I'm not. I'm just adding... I'm adding some like small stuff that make the base not just square.
Yeah, next time you build, I need to be there so I can actually have it on footage.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so I have been thinking about a build, right? I don't know how to explain this. One second. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. Okay, I can't find a picture of it. But you remember? Okay, you remember the base I built like on season 2, like the one with the pit behind it.
No.
I want to like hollow out the inside of a mountain and build like a city on the walls of it.
That would be sick.
With like a big courtyard in the middle. That's what I want to do. That shit would be fucking wild.
I think we're gonna do that in the snow.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can't dig down past water level, so yeah, I think we'd have to do it literally in a mountain. But we could like hollow out an entire mountain and then dig out one side of it and have like the other 3 sides be the thing that holds it up. Now this base we started talking about is going to quickly become the dream of the series. Now it's been a dream of mine for a long time to build a base like this, but I had no clue that the unlimited height remap thing existed where you can dig as far as you want. That paired with the mining charges will literally give us the ability to hollow out an entire mountain and build something like the picture I showed on the screen. Obviously we can't do waterfalls and stuff on it, but there's a couple like online series and like theoretical worlds or like worlds in books or worlds in like fantasy series and stuff that I've thought of to like kind of not model after but take pieces of to make something like this, and I think it would be really, really amazing. The only thing is that I'm not that skilled of a builder, and no offense to Jake, neither is he, so we're going to have to really get better at building as we do it and probably rebuild certain parts of it, but that is going to quickly become the dream of what we want as our main base. The entire building part of this series, one of the amazing structures that we could put on the map would be something like that. The goal is though at some point to have this entire map covered with insane fantasy structures and then maybe even one day give it out to you guys so you guys can explore it yourselves. But that's a long way away. For right now, the goal is still just to get the base built up. We're going to focus on a farm, we're going to focus on a storage area, and we're going to focus on finishing the crafting area and just how everything fits together in the base. We're going to have to ration our space a little bit unless we want to raise more island out of the ocean, which we don't really want to do. So that's just, that'll be a little bit, like, we're just going to have to take some time to figure that out. But I'm going to wait for him to get back from making his troll hide. But that base that we just talked about, that idea, it's been something I've thought about for a long time. We now have the tools to do it, and we could absolutely turn this into the most insane build that I've ever seen in Valheim.
The dock looks great. I think I want to put a little roof over it.
That's fine. That crafting table is sick. The OdinShip's one that's down there.
Yeah.
And then I added little, in the ceiling in here, I added little, like, dividers. The ports. Oh yeah.
I mean, there's nothing new to
hit
copy.
Hit the box. On the left.
Oh.
And then I'll copy it. There we go.
Still didn't even... There's no way I only explored that much.
No, that's where you were out at.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's this side.
No, no.
It's like, there's no way.
Dude, one of these days I'm gonna build a bridge, or on the bridge I'm gonna build walls and stuff.
Yeah.
And a ceiling, but... Need 10, do we have 10 fine wood?
Let me know before you do that, so we can just do a fat build.
Yeah. I need 10 fine wood. I'll get it in the morning.
We're running out of chest room, bro.
I know, maybe we should build the storage area. I just had an idea, like an inspirative idea, but I'll see how you feel about it when we get up. Because part of what I've found makes a decent looking base is if not everything is on the same, like, it's not just a flat roof, like flat level.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you. Alright. What I think, right, is like squared out from this spot right here. We could put like, we could build a 2-story building.
Mm-hmm.
With the bottom floor, obviously we'll have the smelters, and we could have like a little like tavern area, and then above it could be the storage.
Okay. I'm down.
Do that shit. Do you want to keep them there?
Yeah.
Move
I actually like the X, how you can just add coal.
Oh wait, can you
straight through the X.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I meant to do that.
Oh, sure. Already out of core wood.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's ridiculous. I feel like I've spent 95% of my time getting wood for the building.
Alright, build materials are going to go in this box. Right in the middle of it. I'm going to go get a shit ton. As soon as I reset my rested.
This is already looking nice.
It is looking nice. I love the building in this game.
I love the modded building in this game.
Yeah, I haven't really built too much.
It's terrible.
Non-modded.
It's not terrible. It's a good... I like the building system. I hate how many pieces are missing from the base Valheim. Like,
yeah.
They made a great building system and then made the most minimalist amount of options to build possible, which is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is a little annoying.
And it also makes me mad sometimes with this game, like, how easily mod creators add stuff. I'm like, it would not be that hard for them to add, like, 1,000 decorative pieces.
Yeah.
Because you get distant dynasties where they're like, oh yeah, check out fucking rice cooker.
488 pieces.
Get everything from rice cookers and, like, banners to, like, new pieces and bridges
ramen
and
and
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, bridges, ramen.
Yeah, we gotta
ramen
actually...
bridges.
I want to try some of the bridges.
We
should build...
I guess we probably could have
a
done
dynasty.
that.
I mean,
we
we're gonna
should
build, like,
build a dynasty base.
3 or 4 bases.
Dude, that would be a good plains base.
That would be. I mean, I don't plan on having necessarily a main base since we don't have portals.
No, I don't either. But also, I'm gonna build so many builds that are just builds.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be down here. This is gonna be like a little tavern, and then upstairs is gonna be storage.
I feel like the stairs should go right in the fucking middle.
Okay, I'm
like
down.
these two.
Yep.
And then these 4 squares right here. No, let's do these 4.
These ones?
Yeah, can be stairs. Just so we have a decent bit of room to run around.
Yep.
And it's not just a 1x1 around the whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna wood. I'm gonna give it some more. Do them in these squares.
Well, this one lines up with.
Oh, yeah,
the
that works
door.
too.
Doing like.
Wait, honestly, hold on.
What's up?
What if we put up like a square right here? Here, like.
That's what I was trying to do, but I didn't know how to do it. Like. Hold on,
No, you can build it back up one more.
hold on. You're talking like a square, like in the middle, like that?
Yeah, but just so we can have 2 stairs leading to it. Like this. Can you walk up? What stairs are you using? I'm still using Odin hammer.
Yep. Regular stairs. So
we build it up. One more. And one more over there. Yeah, and then we do it. And then we can break these. And then continue the stairs up since it doesn't need to. Like, technically, yeah, we could. Oh, I actually like that.
Yeah, looks fire. The only thing that I don't know is these ones come up above the forge and stuff, which means there can't be a ceiling up here.
That is true. I mean, we can always put the forge on the 2nd floor. We can make this whole hallway where the forges and shit is storage if you want. First floor storage.
We could do. I really like the fucking V shape on that. How does?
I know.
How does it look to just have it go that way? That's not terrible.
No, it's not. I actually don't hate that.
We spent the rest of the night dealing with the roof, figuring out how everything would fit into place, and using some of the modded building pieces like the windows to just add a bunch of cool details to this little base. It wasn't fully done yet, but it was getting pretty close, and it was the best way to kill the time while waiting for the mods to get fixed, as that was something that we were both pretty upset about. Not like actually mad, just like we just didn't want to play. Like for the purpose of Valheim, it was upsetting. Not for the purpose of life, obviously. It's a pretty minuscule thing, but we got our stuff set up. We had our smelters. We got a new area. We had a very small amount of storage, but most of where the storage would be laid out. We had a couple different systems we were going to try out for storage to see how it would work with the mods and having 2 people, but otherwise, good starter base. This was a really solid spot. We're going to wait till the mods come back up so we can show you guys a couple small parts of it, but other than that, this is a really amazing first playthrough so far, and I don't know if I mentioned it yet or not, but Jake actually found tar at one of the prefab structures, meaning we will have early access to a whole bunch of stuff like hot tubs and like the tar building materials and stuff right now, which is pretty awesome and one of the big impacts that you can see from the More World locations. But yeah, we just kind of packed it in for the night, hung out for a little bit, did as much different things as we could. We tried a couple different things for the walls and stuff, tried a couple different things for the ceiling, and we got most of it done before the next day, when hopefully the mods would be fixed, or there would be some fix towards them. Alright, so we can now make... Oh dude, they have some sick... I haven't seen this before. They made some, There's the crafting stations. There's also, like, decorative stuff. Okay, distant...
So we need the hunter's table and forges of ages. We need
Forge of Ages, yeah.
20 bronze.
Damn!
Plus.
Okay,
So we need 40 nails for each.
Okay, we almost actually have enough bronze, or copper.
Dude, the armor stands are gonna be so sick.
Well, the Forge of Ages so we can use the mining charges to get more copper. And just like that, the game's begun. Someone had made a hotfix for the new update coming out in the night that we were asleep, or I had gotten access to it in the night that we were asleep. Someone gave it to me in a Discord, meaning that we can now play the actual mod pack, which was the main goal of today, which is amazing to see. I know it's an hour into the episode pretty much, but we do finally have it, and stuff happens sometimes. At the end of the day, when you use modded, that's what happens. But the games begin. We got access to everything, and the first thing is one of my favorite things from any mod pack that we are going to try and get access to, which is the mining charges. Now, I'm not going to ruin it if you guys haven't seen it before, but I promise once you see the mining charges, you will never want to use anything else. Or you will want this mod in every single pack that you play from now on, even if it's just for just those. Before we get right to that, though, there was a couple things we needed to address. The entire time, stuff was supposed to be dropping us magic items, and we hadn't been getting any of it. One of the biggest ones was Eikthyr, so we were going to have to get our rested buff real quick and go back and kill Eikthyr for the stuff that we would need for both a crafting station and some of the early magic stuff that we're going to build. I don't know how much magic stuff we'll use, but it is one of our options, and we need to keep it open, so we need to at least get the crafting station built. Yep. Yep.
Nice.
Let's see what he drops. There's the magical shit.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we can build the magic weaver as well.
Another one up here.
We can build the magic weaver, which is another 4
The early
bronze.
magic?
Yeah. Well, it's like
yeah.
it's a table for all the early magic.
Nice.
Dude, this is about to get so much better.
Don't leave these stumps. Don't leave these stumps. Everyone's gonna get pissed. Yeah, just threw it all in there.
Unless we get a lucky extra craft, in which case... Oh, yeah, we did. Let's go.
What?
We got one of the, like, extra crafts from me crafting bronze.
Really?
So I got one up for the nails.
Nice.
That means 10 bronze, 40 nails, 10 bronze, 40 nails, 30 stone, 15 coal. Okay. Okay. Need flint and 20 coal. Okay, you're muted. I'm guessing you're on the phone. I'm gonna throw this shit.
Yeah, throw it.
Okay. I don't know how far this goes.
Hold on. Before you throw it, let me dig this out and then just chuck it in this hole. I would hop down here and chuck it.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Back up, back up, back up!
Oh my god.
Shit.
That's insane.
That is a crater, dude.
That's insane. Hold on, help me dig out the rest of this copper.
So I think it's safe to say we're going to be using more of those. I had used them once in a test of this mod pack about a month and a half ago, but this was the first time that we were going to be actually using a ton of them for a series and testing the entire, like, you know, how deep do they go. And I promise you guys, they will be a huge help to some of our giant builds later in the future, which, oh my god, some of those get insane. For right now, though, if we're going to use this effectively, we need to, 1, dig out the copper nodes so we can actually see how much is left and decide whether we want to use a mining charge on each individual one per one, or if we can, like, maybe get the entire node with 2 of them, see if it's worth using 2 of them. But we can also use them for stone and a whole bunch of other stuff. If we want this to be effective, we are going to need some carts. And if we want some carts over here, we need to finish that second bridge. It doesn't need to have wood on it, though it would probably be a good idea at some point. But we need to get a cart made, and we need to finish doing the bridge. So while Jake does all of this, he's going to bring a cart over here, build it over here, and then start to fill it up with more mining charges and more copper, and just regular mining as well. And I'm going to spend the time to take all of our extra stone over to the bridge that we've been building, line it up with the other one, and get it all the way across if I can. Now, Jake warned me that the trader that's over there has a no build zone around it, which I don't love, but I also get if you're protecting the trader and stuff like that. I just think it would be cool if it wasn't like that. But because it is like that, at least for right now, we have a problem where in order to have it lined up with our base, we'd either have to move the entire bridge over one spot, which is not going to work for us, or we just have to accept that when we get really close, we may have to divert the bridge bridge towards another part of the Black Forest. But for right now, we're going to get it across, we're going to make it so we can get a cart on it, and make it so we can transport copper back and forth, because it looks like if we have the coal, cores, and flint, that we can get pretty much as much copper as we could ever want. With the bridge done and enough stuff for carts, we decided to just go absolutely ham with the mining chargers. I mean, not as many as we probably could have, but we don't have that many cores until we go to the swamp. So for the time being, we made 2 each, and we just went over there and went absolutely just trying to put them in the best spots possible to break as much as possible, used trolls to clean up the extra, and got a ton of copper and stuff back. That will be the stuff that leads us into our new crafting stations, all of our new stuff, all of our new building things, and into Elder next episode, which we already have the location for. But I think that's going to be next episode. This mod has been amazing to us so far. I know you guys haven't gotten to see a lot of it, but I promise this mod does really ramp up the gameplay, and a lot of the other stuff, especially the building, gets a lot crazier. And though this is not the end of our mod problems, that is just how it is. Also, another thing, as I build this mod pack, because it is changing a little bit each time, if you guys want the code, please reach out to me in the comments. I'll get you the most updated one possible. But there is a couple of mods in here that I am not going to be putting inside of the R2 Modman code. They're for the purpose of the video and doing extra rendering and doing stuff that you guys wouldn't need to play for a server. There's a lot of stuff that's like extra rendering distance to get pictures of the build, to get screenshots, and you guys can add those on your own if you want, but I'm not going to include them because those settings would likely mess up some or most people's PCs. It would make your game run worse for absolutely no reason, and it doesn't need to be there. Honestly, my best recommendation, there is a mod list in the description. Almost none of the stuff in any of these has been changed or modified in the configuration, so I would just recommend downloading those in that order or out of that order. It doesn't really matter what order you download them in, and you know, take out the ones you don't want and then just play it like that. There's really nothing added to the configurations other than the PlantEverything, I think, that has really been changed from this entire playthrough. Other than that though, if you guys do want it, I will give you the code, but there's also the mod list in the description. Please let me know what you guys think of this series. Hardcore series is not getting dropped through the cracks, I promise. There's been a lot of recording stuff, and I'll explain it in the next hardcore episode of why, but there's a lot of stuff coming this week. Green Hell movie is done, 7 Days to Die is coming, these episodes are coming, and hardcore, we're gonna finish off that series as we are in the Mistlands right now. As I mentioned at the beginning, I am currently trying to make it to 25,000 subscribers, and if you guys could help me get there, that would mean a lot to me. Please go check out Jake's channel on the top of the description. Today was his first video. If you guys can go support him and help him start his Valheim journey on the YouTube space. You guys are the most supportive community I've ever made videos and seen comments from, so I have no doubt you guys will do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time when we do a bunch of crazy modded stuff. Peace out.